Okay, let me make a quick little video here. Actually, I'm thinking about selling my system. I'm tired, and some people know I had a heart attack May 4th, so doing pretty good. But I came in last night, and these plants right here had fallen over, so I went and got the string, and I carry this high-powered flashlight in my mouth where I can see, and so I tied them up, and I came around, and I thought, oh, beautiful, beautiful, maybe I better tie these up. I didn't. I should have. Anyway, I came around, and my sunscreen was all up, and all the way around to here. I'll be damned. Look at this. I've got, golly bum. I've taken about 10 of these things off, and they just keep appearing. Look at this. Look at this plant. Just look at this. And when I was in a garden club in another area, oh my goodness, I really do have to tie this up. Another area, there was some dumbass, I don't know, liberal or not, but they had a can of these greenhorn worms. I can't imagine where that one just came from, because I went through this thing. But look at it. They just literally shredded it. And but anyway, God, it makes me mad. But anyway, I finally ended up with my broccoli over here. Took it out, and these tomato plants had come up volunteer, and right in here actually. So I separated them. I'll separate these tonight. Move them down. Got to move this. I guess I just planted this stuff too late. Cauliflower, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. But anyway, everything else is coming good. Another volunteer tomato from last year, actually. So anyway, okay, there's one grow bed. Go around here. Really, I'm not taking care of it like I should. My onions, my chives, I'm just kind of letting them go, and I go in and I snip them off, and then I take them to the kitchen and I dry them and mix them in with this seasoning I'm making. Waiting for these guys to go to blossom out. I had one already. I put him over here, and he blossomed out. And the seeds are real predominant. I mean, you can tell they're little black seeds. This lettuce here, which is actually my favorite, little butter crunch, they're like a dandelion, and you have to really baby them, so I'm letting them go to seed. But I'm the tomato king around here. More tomatoes over here, but waiting for this guy to go to seed. And this was, I'm pretty sure, was volunteer, but this is that tiger tomato, and still got red romaine coming on, but I don't like it. It's bitter. To me, it's bitter. So I end up either giving it to Amelia or the chickens. But tried corn. Happy to see plants stuff growing, but not very productive. Look at this. Just kind of, just really nothing to it. But I see this is my sump. Got seven grow beds emptying in it. And should this pump fail here, it'll flow out and over into that one, and then they'll all go down there to the pond. So when I put that thing into effect, then I felt so much better. So anyway, this was the same plant as the one the worms ate up over there. They came up volunteer from my worm bed, and I transferred them over. I don't know anything about. Maybe you guys can tell me about Brussels sprouts, but look at these plants, and the fruit is nothing. I mean, it's real hard and tough, and I do this here because I've still got worms. When I picked them up a few minutes ago, there's some little red wigglers in here, and I give them a chance to get out before I crush this over a colander. And I let the dried stuff go down in and make potting soil, and then I put the stones back in to the grow beds. This has been kind of a goofy thing. For the first time in years, I actually got peas, and now I'm not even picking them. I guess I'll let them go to seed, and then put something else in here. But I'm really seriously thinking about breaking this system down, and let me turn this on just a little bit here to let this system go, and because it really is, it's more work than people think it is. This was one of my last grow beds I put in, and this guy came up volunteer. Tomatoes coming up volunteer everywhere, and in fact, there's one in here somewhere. He came up volunteer, but anyway, this is yellow squash and zucchini, and for some reason I cannot get my water adjusted this morning. It had shut off when I came in. I have a float down in here that when it gets really low, the water shuts off, and so I don't know what's going on here, but I've been waiting for it to finally overflow and finish itself out. But this water here flows into this tank, and once the float comes up, it turns on. In fact, it just shut off. That was one of the problems, was it was empty in here also, so it was over flooding this tank. But anyway, yep, I think I'm going to give it up because this is just entirely too much. And but nice to come out and pull some purple beans. These this guy right here, and there's one climbing the fence, and also one over here. And these are those big birdhouse gourds, the big ones. People out here in the Southwest take them and make, put beautiful artwork on them and everything. And got my chili plants. They just now really have taken hold. And yeah, this is that tiger tomato. And it's just, the place is just loaded. I eat about 50 of them a day. And I'm not sure about these guys. I don't know if these are, no, these are more tiger tomatoes. So beets, I just pulled one. I've got it cooking on the stove right now. And I thought this was such a cool way to plant radishes by sprinkling the seeds and then covering them with a layer of dirt. Nope, it's not. Because they all run together, and so now I'm just letting them go to seed, and I'll be picking them here pretty soon. And but I can't stay up. Yeah, this is my other gourd. Just the other day I came out and it was all wrapped up in the fence, and I had to cut it and free it. Transfer these pepper plants, and they're just barely taking hold now. Got my yerba buena, or peppermint. It's another volunteer tomato. They're everywhere. And underneath are marigolds trying to get their way, get a little bit of sunlight. Got my grapevine there. Anyway, I think I passed up this pond here. It's this monster. This is a nice plant, but it's just so dadgum fragile. It just breaks off so easy. But I've got a hell of a lot of fish in here. I've got probably, I don't know, there's probably 200 or more, 300 small fish, about 12 or 13 goldfish. And then, of course, I got some tilapia. They're down in the bottom there, too. Tilapia and some big koi. But they give me all the fish poop I could possibly ask for. This is the return line from the pond, and got a pen full of quail over here. Well, they're hiding out here and there. I got about 35, and I got about 40 eggs in the incubator. But all of this would go if I sell the system. At first I was sorry I got this filter, but man, it's been good. It's just I haven't been running it lately because I've noticed a lot of baby fish. And I'm going to turn this over. See, when this gets up, it turns, there's a massive pump over there that pumps it back up. I'm going to turn that off for right now. I see they're chomping on my parrot's feathers. And, but anyway, what I usually do when it starts overflowing is I run water in through here and over into this tank and hold it until later. And I either water the plants around here or I put it back into the pond via this pipe here. So it looks like I'm going to have to turn it on, but I'm afraid it's going to suck up my little, it's a pretty good sized pump. And I'm afraid it's going to suck up my babies. Because at night, if I look down in here, you can just see hundreds of little babies and around. And knowing they couldn't stand the force of that. So anyway, this is the system. I'm going to sell everything, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to give it up. And it's been enjoyable. It's been fun to come out and grab some veggies and all, but no, it's just too much to care for. My beets here really suffered during the time I was in the hospital for 4 days. I had someone come the second day, but I watered this stuff heavy yesterday. I mean heavy. And this morning it was wilted like everything. This weather in Arizona is just so hard. But like I said, if something should ever happen to the pump, that was one thing I was afraid of. If something ever happened to the pump there, then it's going to overflow into here. And the only reason I have all these extra pipes because I made mistakes on the height and the overflow. And as you see that 2x4 over there, the barrel had kind of caved in a little bit, so I had to pull it back up. So no better quote or saying in the world than necessity is the mother of invention. So there's a little cactus here I'm growing. So anyway, sorry to start this off with a point of anger, but I just couldn't believe it. Look at here. Look at this. Just look at this. Little monster, godly. I saw the poop earlier. And I looked and looked. I don't believe it. But look at how they stripped this thing. Okay, that's enough complaining. Have a good day. Bye.